All right, once again, we're gonna give it about 5 minutes for people to join the live. And while people are joining the live, I think, see, I gotta come a little bit more prepared. I need a better thing to put my phone on. We'll do something like that. And I need to grab a couple things. All right, so we'll give it about 5 minutes for people to join, which I feel like I should probably come in a little bit earlier. All right, so today we are doing another Pantone challenge. So I have my Pantone postcards, and if you're not familiar, they come in a variety of different colors, and that literally is just on there. That kind of bothers me. So yeah, they come in a variety of different colors. You never really know which one you're gonna get, especially if you kind of choose them spontaneously. Today, I actually was intentional with the color that I was choosing, just because I wanted to draw my sketch on there beforehand. It's gonna make it a lot easier so that I can delegate my time more wisely. Oop, goodness. So we have our stuff, we have all of the things that we need, we have somewhat of a clean paper towel, so be using that. And before we start the live, I kind of want to show you guys what I've done so far, since today is going to be day, why do I keep forgetting it? Is it day 12? Day 12. So I'm going to show you guys, whoever comes in, what we've done so far, and then from there we'll just get started. We really want to make sure that I give myself at least an hour to complete a piece with you guys. So here's the first one that I started off with, and then we have an eagle. And so I've been trying to do a theme. So like first it started off with like a light source, and then the next one's gonna be an animal. And then for this one, it's going to be specifically like a landscape, but like clouds in particular, because me and clouds, like I just don't get clouds. So I put it into the category because I want to become so much better at clouds. And then we have like a food item. So that was a really cool line that I did. And excuse the ads. And then we have an actual official landscape. Also, one of my specialties is painting anatomy in humans. So out of all of the ones that I've showed you so far, I would say the lime is my favorite and the eye is my favorite. So we have an eye. And then I wanted to step outside my comfort zone and try to do abstract, because typically I would avoid abstract. And for this challenge, I really want to dabble into different things that I wouldn't typically paint. So we have an abstract piece. I would like to kind of incorporate different patterns as well, because I really want to get into pattern work. And then we have another light source. So once it ends, like it continues, I was trying to do it like once a week, or one day out of every day out of the week. So this is the repeated one, and we have again another light source, and then we have an animal. And I really love this because it was like an original idea. So it's a blue whale consuming all of these social media icons, and I honestly felt like this whale, so I painted it. Now I kind of got ahead of myself, and I decided to do another light source. Now I think I was initially thinking of it to be like an item, but it it kind of interferes with, you know, the pattern of what we're kind of going with, but it's fine. It'll be incorporated into it all. There's really no order of operation as long as we get it done. And so what we did yesterday is this one. And so I decided to paint over the Pantone, but it probably diminishes the aspect of using a Pantone, and it kind of just changes, like turns it into a postcard or a canvas at this point. But I just felt like there was so much restriction here. Like they should have made it like this small. It almost takes up like not necessarily half of the card, but it takes up a lot. So I yesterday decided to say, you know what, we're gonna paint this whole card. And this is what we did yesterday on live. Now, today, I have my paints ready and we gave it a little bit of time. Whoever comes in here while we're doing the live, great, welcome. If you're new to my channel, I'm VeeArtise. This angle is kind of awkward. I'm sorry, it's because of my tripod. It's more optimized for desk proposition, but it's kind of difficult to kind of get the angle and do the painting at the same time. But we're gonna get started. So I'm automatically going to flip my camera and going to flip my camera. Let's get some music going. So I'm gonna start immediately, honestly. So in this painting, like I said, I have already prepped my drawing. I kind of wanted to get started immediately. We really don't want to waste time. I was going to clean my palette with you guys, but like I said, this is still kind of wet for some reason. I think it's because I had it collapse, which is fine. Hi, Alina. Welcome to the live. So today we're going to be painting together. So if you happen to stay, I would love to converse with you. I would love to conversate. Where are you from? Where are you watching this live at? And while you're answering this, I have a clean palette and we can basically get started. I really do want to get started immediately. I am going to have what we did yesterday right here, or something like that. This is what we painted yesterday. And mind you, I haven't painted anything since April, so I was super rusty. Like me and clouds, I'm gonna keep talking about these clouds because me and clouds, we just don't really understand each other. Like I'm trying to understand clouds, but I mean, you get the image. Like you can see like there's the sun and we're trying to like emulate these clouds, but it doesn't really work out for me. So today, I don't know if anybody can automatically tell what this painting is going to be. Again, I think I'm going to really just paint this whole thing and I'm not going to leave it as like this Pantone card. I'm going to just turn these into canvases. I don't think there's a right or wrong to this. Honestly though, I do see a lot of creators utilize the actual card itself, like in regards to the color, which is why it makes sense to, hey, I'm going to do the Pantone challenge and whatever color I get, it needs to be incorporated into the actual art piece. I understand that, but for me, that's a little bit too much. That's a little bit too much expectation. I really want to just utilize these as a canvas themselves. If we decide to leave the Pantone, then we'll leave it. If we decide to cover it, then we'll cover it, and that's perfectly fine. But if anybody has a suggestion on whether or not we should keep some of the color, comment below. Maybe I could consider it. Or if you have a suggestion on whether or not we should keep the Pantone, comment below. Anywho, so we're gonna get started immediately. I have a clean palette board and I am going to go in with some color. So I don't know if you guys can tell what it is. I'm gonna leave that to the end while the piece starts to come together. And this time I am going to not be as generous with the paints. If I end up needing more paint, I'll put some on the canvas. But for now, I'm gonna not necessarily restrict myself, but I noticed that I have a really bad habit of wasting paint. But like I said yesterday, I don't think that's really like possible when you're actually utilizing the paints. I think the only time that you can actually say, hey, I wasted my paint is when you like decide not to utilize your supplies at all. And so when you decide not to utilize your supplies at all, what happens? It literally goes to waste, they dry up, and then you can no longer use them. And so that is the form of really being a wasteful artist. But when you're using your supplies, and hey, maybe you don't use all of the paint, that's okay. You technically did not waste anything. You used them, you had fun. So let's get some color on the palette. I'm also going to restrict myself on how much colors that I'll be using for a lot of these pieces in the challenge, because this set already comes in a set of 6. I think like that's enough paint to really overall achieve what you want. I don't think it's necessary in particular for this challenge to use any much more. Like if I need different colors, I can incorporate different colors in here, vice versa. I can blend some colors together and pretty much go from there. So I just kind of like to use all of the paints that come from the set itself. Although I may not use like, I typically don't really use too much like black or green, but I think it's going to be really useful to incorporate that into this painting. So here is my palette, and we are going to use 6 colors for this piece. I believe that's going to be enough. I always have a clean palette underneath just in case I need to mix some additional colors that I don't have. And we're gonna get started. So yesterday, this is what we painted, and today, this is what we're painting. We already prepped the canvas beforehand to make it a lot easier, because although I come into these lives at 1 o'clock, I don't think I'm giving myself the considerable hour to actually start painting, since now it's already 1:14. So it's fine, it's whatever. This one's pretty simple, pretty basic. I don't think it's gonna require a whole entire hour, but that's what I thought yesterday, and I ended up needing like an additional hour, a couple more minutes, not additional hour, but a couple more minutes to that hour. So this is what we're gonna get started. And I almost feel like I need to also prepare to have like questions, you know, like what are we talking about in this live? I am looking forward to when we actually start getting interactions, because then it's going to help me so much more, kind of already knowing what we're talking about. So it's fine. Let's just get started. So I don't think anybody has mentioned what they think this is. We have 4 people in the live right now. We're gonna get started painting, but I'm curious to know, does anybody want to guess what we're painting before I put the first color on? Because once we put the color on, you're gonna immediately be like, okay, yeah, I see what she's painting. While I'm looking at this piece, I'm actually going to mix a different color because it's just gonna help make my life a whole lot easier. I should actually mix like 3 different tones. One thing I don't like about mixing color with the paintbrush, especially with acrylic, is like when you mix it and blend it, they start to just dilute and you can't really pick up a lot of color, which is not necessarily fine. Hey, Sheen Shy. That is probably not it. Please forgive me if I'm going to butcher your name and correct me, please. Yeah, so let me first start mixing out some color. And although I have this white right there, I'm going to kind of leave it there so I don't really get my white so muddied. And I'm going to put a separate dab of white over here so that I can literally just get my paintbrush and mix it into this red. Now, that's probably not the appropriate way to mix colors. I do have a palette knife, but once it's in the crevices of like the depth of this, it's just not beneficial. So right now I'm gonna mix at least 2 different reds. And another thing that I don't really like about acrylics is like, although you can have your colors, see, look at, oh my goodness, I just needed a little. So like, I am a self-taught artist and I'm going to preference that clearly, because when it comes down to mixing colors, I'm literally just making this up. Like, to be honest, I am making it up as I go. Like, and if you're a self-taught artist, I think you can definitely relate to kind of like winging it. So that color ended up becoming a color that I did not necessarily need, but I'm looking at my reference and I think I could utilize it. So all is well. Okay, cool, cool. My attempt wasn't that bad. Cool, awesome. So I don't know if you're gonna stay with us. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. This is my second live, and I'm telling you, I think it just elevated um my skills as an artist for one, but like my skills as a YouTuber for two, because like I felt like I was putting way too much emphasis on coming on here and like trying to present myself as a structured individual, which I'm not whatsoever. And so like being able to like come on live and just converse with you guys in real time and like actually articulate myself. I'm gonna put a little bit of green in there. What's gonna happen? That's the color that I was looking for. See, all we needed was just a little bit of green. All right, so yeah, those are the colors that I am going to appreciate. And I think I want to have one more color, but like lighten it. Yeah, so like I really love the idea of just being able to come on here and not have to worry about editing a video, posting it in its rawest form, and like being so content with the idea that, hey, I just showed up, and I just think that matters so much more than anything. And so I don't know if you guys are aspiring YouTubers, or YouTubers, that is not a word, YouTubers, I guess, or you just kind of enjoy watching people on the live. But if you could relate to that, if you're struggling with posting videos or showing up consistently, I highly encourage you to just, hey, start somewhere. And if starting somewhere looks like going live and being imperfect, see, look at, this is why I wanted to like keep that white over there. Then sometimes you just have to do that for yourself. And that's what I'm doing for myself, because I really, really, really want to just kind of be here. So I didn't really get any guesses on what you think this possibly could be. I'm not sure if you're still in here. They don't tell me the names on here, which is kind of unfortunate. It just tells me if there's like 0 people in here or if there's 1 person in here, but we're gonna get started. So I'm gonna just like start color blocking. Honestly, that color is a little bit too light. So what I like about this challenge as well is that typically, like in the past, not even just in the past, when it comes down to painting on a canvas, I don't like prep my canvas. And what I mean by that, like I literally would just go and paint on there directly on the white canvas itself. And I know a lot of artists, they actually prep their canvases, and I can't think of the term right now for whatever reason. We have already started painting, but they prep their, what is it? What is that word? I don't know, I can't think of it. That's like gonna be frustrating. But they like basically put a color on their canvas. And what that does is that it helps in regards to the values of the canvas. So you're not like necessarily just going on there with like a straight up color, because it's going to like kind of affect you and how you see color. Because like if you're putting a color down on like straight up white canvas, like your eye is gonna be like, oh yeah, that's too dark. No matter how like you blend it, it's just not gonna work out for you. So like what I appreciate about this Pantone challenge is that it basically forces me to come on here and like really respect like the values. So like when if I mix a color, I don't have to be like, oh, that's too light or that's too dark, or you know what I mean? Like I can just literally be like, okay, I mixed the true color to this. So yeah, I was hoping that somebody would guess what we're painting. If you want to take a shot, I feel like I've already given it away. I was hoping that you'd guess like before I started like creating on here, but it's fine. You may know or you may not know, but I would still love to give you the opportunity to guess. So far, when I'm putting down these colors, I'm already appreciating what's happening here. And the reason why I'm appreciating it so much is because like I'm kind of playing around with the values immediately. Like yesterday I came on here and I immediately started to color block, and which was fine, but like it was kind of difficult to see where the shadows were and where the light source was. And so it was just all one big color block. Oh yes, we have a guess. Okay. From the bottom left corner, it looks like a cell, as in the little thing that makes up our bodies. Not like a prison cell. Okay, that's a good guess. That's a really good guess. I'm not gonna like give it away until the very end. I think that'd be like really fun. But I love your guess. I can definitely see that like all the way. It's a great guess. Really, really great guess. So yeah, where are you from? Because it almost seems like you may stay. And I think you should stay because, okay, when I went on YouTube Live and I was just seeing like, okay, is there any other creators that I can like get inspiration from? I didn't really see like too many creators on here painting, but that was just me. There was a lot of randomness kind of going on, like opposed to TikTok, like where there's a little bit more like not necessarily cohesiveness, but there's more structure in regards to the creators. There's more variety. Um, Over here, it's just interesting. I was like, okay, like anybody can really go live over here. Like you're gonna get places from everywhere, but I didn't really see like creators on here painting live. So if you're already in here, that lets me know that you must be either an artist yourself, or maybe you just appreciate creativity. And I think you should stay for a while because it'd be a lot of fun to bring this piece to life with you. So you said kinda, but I said a whole lot. So what was your kinda to? Was it kinda you're an artist? Okay, kinda both. Both to everything that I said. I love it. I love it. Well, okay. Well, what kind of artists or what kind of art do you appreciate? What kind of things that catch your attention? And like I said, like, okay, this is a Pantone card, and the idea is to keep some of the color from the actual Pantone. And another idea is to like keep this, you know, this Pantone here. But like honestly, it just restricts me. You know, like if I was to keep painting like from only up here, this all of this is taken up. And we did nothing with this. And so yesterday, let me show you. Yesterday, this is what we painted, and which was kind of different from what I started off with. This is the first piece that I did, and I stuck to this area, you know, strictly. And this time I was like, you know what? Like, we're just gonna come out of the lines. And so here's another one where I was like, you know what? We're gonna come out the lines a little bit, but I really appreciate it. Now, I kind of like the mixture of having some of it shown, but it's kind of a little difficult when I'm just like, you know what? No thanks. Like I just want to paint. I don't want the restrictions. already having so much fun, and I'm not sure if it's because of the value behind this is blue. Like, I think it's really helping me automatically see what it is that I want to create out of the piece. Like, I'm automatically layering it up, I'm adding different values instantly, and it's just helping, like, immediately. It's helping me so much. And that color that I ended up mixing actually was like very, very helpful. So like I like this painting because it has a lot of variety. And so I think I'm really going to enjoy this. I'm already enjoying it. So let me not speak too soon, because all it takes is just one thing to be like, yeah, I'm not enjoying it anymore. Honestly, I like abstract and surrealist art. I like both of them because they look like my soul. Dang, that's powerful. You know, I just appreciate and I admire the artists who can successfully like do that type of work. Like seriously, when I go to museums now, I just have a whole nother level of appreciation for it, because I'm not gonna say I necessarily can't do it, but like I have yet to get the confidence to do it. Because like you said, like it really is a form of expression and it speaks directly to the soul. And so for the artists that could communicate that type of artwork, I just really admire it like so much. I want to get to that stage in my art. I really do. Because like I feel like I just have to do, you know, things that are just this wow factor, like painting people, like, and a lot of times people aren't really buying that type of artwork if we think about it. Like they want something that communicates to them, that, you know, that respects them as a whole and like what they stand for. And a lot of times you're gonna get that from abstract work. Oh, so you post things too. Okay. Wait, the painting you're painting reminded me a bit of that one drawing I made for Alien Biosphere on YouTube, Blue Sky, Red Tree. All right, well, cool. I'm super excited to hear that you're posting your work. It's amazing. Um, please just continue posting your work. Continue posting your work. Already I'm like, I'm vibing out with this piece. Like, yeah, we're vibing out with the piece. Do. I'm really liking the direction it's going, and I think as we continue to just keep putting on layers, it's really gonna turn out the way that I hope that it turns out. And you know, today I feel so much more like relaxed, because like yesterday I was so tense. Like I was way too tense. And granted, I hadn't painted anything in months. So like from yesterday, I hadn't painted since April. And so coming on here, I felt so scared. Cuz I'm like, usually when I record these videos, I'm like in my own zone. I'm typically I'm not really talking like this when I'm like painting by myself. But yeah, I had so much fear. So it's interesting too, because like I said, like because the color is so dark, when I'm putting these reds on here, it's immediately like changing the value of this red, which is fine. We'll work around it, but that's just something that I'm not used to. So like I'm curious to know what it looks like when I put it on here in the white. So like, I don't know, did that really change? Did that make a difference? Should I keep this in here, or should I just like cover it. Art Fight account. What's Art Fight? I am not familiar with Art Fight. All right, we're gonna wipe this off. See, once again, I'm just not giving myself enough time, like, at all. It's already been 30 minutes, but I have not started. I didn't start at 1 o'clock. So we've been doing this for less than 30 minutes, and it's fine. I think I should come on here a little bit earlier. Maybe cover it? Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's cover it. It's covered. Do. Can you tell what it is now? Like, do you have a clue? Although your guess was really good, unfortunately, I did not think of painting something so cool as that. We're trying to cover it, but I'm scared that it's not gonna cover. Like, is it gonna officially cover? Oh, okay. Hopefully we didn't make a mistake. Art Fight is an event happening every July on a website where people draw other people's characters. Oh, you know, is that something like, I think that's a trend that's going on right now, if I'm not mistaken. Is it like involved with like what is it called? See, I am not, I do not know. Roblox, there it goes. Roblox. Oh, I see. I love that for artists, like literally. I wonder who created that. Getting people together out of their comfort zone, building a community where others are just like literally just camaraderie. It's so important. Man, I just want this to look so good. So far, I think I'm having a different experience with this being on the white part. Like this, we got the shadows going. We got, you know, we have some vibrancy going. The colors are mixed like super dark. I don't know. Oh, so it's just a separate thing. It's not even affiliated with anything. I see. See, I wasn't really sure. Okay, now I have to look into this. Now that you mention it, I'm gonna look into it. You said every July? So this whole month on July only? Okay. How'd you discover this? Because I'm like, I seen it was trending, and then all of a sudden it seems like everybody just knows about it. So it's like, how did you discover it? I feel like I'd be so behind in trends, and it's just like once I'm like, oh, that's what it was, it's like over. It's like, you're putting me on now. You're like, okay, I think you should do it. It's trending. I've seen another creator on YouTube. I seen that she's battling different artists on there, so I seen it at least. At least I'm not too late to the party. I seen it at least. My reds are just not coming out like cherry red. I'm not really sure. Like, should I redo it and like use the paint directly from the tube? Because if I mix white with it, it's just literally making it look pink. You know what? We haven't mixed any red. Maybe it needs some orange kind of going on. Or, yeah. Some yellow. I didn't really mix any yellow. Cool. So I seen that you said that you post your work on Twitter. Do you post your work on Instagram? I did not give myself enough time. Okay, tomorrow. Oh, I won't be here tomorrow. I only go live on, well, yesterday's my first day, but I'm thinking my schedule will be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday is when I hope to go live. So, let's see what. Oh, okay. Hey, that adds some variety. We want that color. Give me that color. Yeah, I understand. It all really depends on like your goal. I'm not really sure how old you are, because sometimes I feel like if you're not really mentally prepared to share your work publicly, then maybe you don't have to just quite yet. And it's okay to like reserve your artwork just for yourself, if that makes sense, until you feel comfortable sharing your artwork. Because I mean, social media is out there, and if you're not prepared to, get feedback or backlash or even positive comments, honestly, sometimes positive comments could feel a little daunting, because then you feel like you have to meet people's, expectations, and then you stop like thinking about the artwork itself, and you're like, well, how can I grow an audience? And oh, this video didn't perform, so maybe it's something wrong with my artwork. Like, there's so many things that could like affect you. So I could definitely like understand why you wouldn't have been on Instagram quite yet. Like, for me personally, before I started like posting and growing an audience on there, I literally was on there like just using it as a place that I can put my portfolio there. Really not much more than that. I wasn't trying to like grow an audience and stuff. I was like, okay, well, I already did the artwork, so I'll just use this as a place that I could, store that artwork. And it took me a while to be like, okay, I think I'm ready to start not selling my artwork, but like really growing my art account. So it took a second. It really did. Isn't that fun when the paint like it just does what it needs to do? Like, absolutely, yes. I'm like trying to use this paint because one thing about acrylics, if you know, you know, they just dry so freaking fast. And the next thing you know, like you have to mix a whole thing of paint all over again. You're like, bruh. Bruh. No, I've never heard of them. What kind of music is that? It's coming along, but it's still not giving me what it needs to give. But I'm gonna move on because like I don't have too much time. That's cool, progressive and psychedelic rock. Okay, okay. I wish, well, I'm not really sure what the rules are over here, like in regards to like going live. Like, do they still have the copyright restriction? Does it not matter? Can you just play any kind of music? Like, okay, you can probably tell what this is gonna be now. And look at what happens when I add that yellow onto that blue. It almost looks like green. We're covering it, we're doing it, we're committed. Yeah, so I'm curious to know what brings you over here on live. Like, what do you go live often, or do you just like to go watch people live? Why over here? Why not TikTok? Very curious to know why you're over here. Like I said, I personally have just been encountering a lot of random videos. Not really much that I would vibe with, unless you have a creator that you come over here for. All right, we have the first layer down. I should honestly make it a little bit darker. You know, I should have just did a red and then went on top of it with the yellow. Because look at that. It's not giving what it needs to give. Doop, 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 doop. Huh. Still liking it. All right, I need some white. Can you tell what it is now? I mean, we're getting there. We are getting there. And we don't have too much longer. Although it's been a while since I painted, one thing that is just so factual for me that no matter how long it's been, when I come back to it, it feels so good to be here. It feels so good to be here in painting. Like, there's just no other experience like it, honestly, for me. Like, nothing fulfills me like this, just sitting here and just lollygagging and conversing with you and just blending paints together and hoping for the best. Like, I actually wanted a gray. What happens if we add a little bit of black in here? Yeah, we got the gray we wanted. Okay, so FYP sometimes just recommends random live streams with not a lot of viewers, and I love it because I don't like not interacting with the streamers because of how many people are in there. That's such a good point. That's why I'm not even rushing. Like, okay, so the lives that I've been watching, sometimes I'll go all the way down to like their first lives or something. And then I'm just gonna cover these circles. We could do our own circles. Anyway, so I'll go like all the way down to like their first lives and just kind of see like how long did it take for them to get so many people in their lives. And it took like a second. I'm just like, you know what? Like, let's not rush this. Let's not rush this. I too agree with you in regards to just being able to interact with an individual and have a whole conversation. Like that's why I'm going live in the first place. You know, is to have that opportunity. And so if there's only one person in the live and we're chatting it up, hey, that's so much better than just like me sitting here talking to myself, which that's what I did all day. Not all day, yesterday, but that's what I did in the live yesterday, and I was perfectly content with that. But when somebody comes in and you're like, okay, now I can really converse with an individual, like that's just a vibe. So the fact that you clicked my live because there was like not that many people in there, thank you. Thank you. The reason why I'm going live and why I will continue to go live, there's several different reasons. For one, like I said, I haven't created any artwork in months, since April. That's so long. That is so long. And I try to like convince myself, it's as if I like try to convince myself that I can survive that long without creating artwork. Like I just noticed that my life just doesn't feel as fulfilled. Like I just feel like there's something missing. Like there's just something there. And I try to convince myself to be like, oh, well, I'm doing this, so it's still kind of creative. And it's like, no, like you need to go create artwork. So that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this live, because I was doing the Pantone challenge and I wanted to, yeah, you got it. Ding, 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 ding. Looks like tomatoes in an egg. You freaking got it. We did it. We can leave it at this and it'd be like, yup, you did that. Good job. So yeah, I wanted to be able to show up. So I was doing this challenge through like a long form post, and it wasn't really like going anywhere, like barely getting any views. It is what it is. It's fine. Once people like start to see, I think eventually people will watch it. But it was like, okay, well, I still want to do the challenge, but I'm not really showing up consistently the way that I initially intended for. And so I was like, okay, if I do this, my goal is to hit 30 days. But I already have like some pieces that I already did. And I can show you when I kind of like get to like more of a stopping point. But I have pieces that I already did. And so I was like, okay, let me just add on to it. Like we'll eventually reach that goal. And so coming on here live, I feel like I'm going to definitely reach the goal now. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Because I'm here today, it's just like, it just feels so good to be over here doing this. Like, dang, why did I not think of that from the very beginning? Okay, so this egg has a little bit of crisp to it. We like a little crunchy egg. So yeah, now I'm like, I'm for sure gonna reach my goal. And so on top of that, showing up, creating 30 days or less than 30 days, it's like 20 days. I want to grow my YouTube channel. Like it's so time. I have grown a TikTok channel. Oops, I forgot to charge my phone. I have grown a TikTok channel. I have grown an Instagram platform, and I've did all those things. And once again, it's just not fulfilling. Like I don't feel like I really connected to those individuals like that. And it's hard to, you know, and they're like on to the next video like in 2.5 seconds. So I'm gonna give myself at least 30 more minutes, although we're gonna like No, we're not necessarily passing the 1 hour mark. Look at what happens. I'm gonna put this color down and let it dry, and then go back over it with the color that I initially want it to be. This way that I can block out this color. Yeah, the reason why I have like a time restriction is, for one, I do want to give myself like not that much time to complete these, because then it's easier to show up, you know, not too much of a commitment. Like, we're only doing an hour, that's nothing. Another reason is I have a baby. So I have a 17th month old, and she takes her nap during these times, and I'm like, okay, let me not be inconsiderate, let me go get her, which is even more of a reason why I should probably do from 12, because she sleeps for 2 hours. I think I should do from 12 to 2. That way it gives me 2 freaking hours to like come on here. All right, let's see what that does when we put that color back on. A lot of this piece, if I'm looking at my reference, it has a lot of shadows, and I think that's what really helps add the depth to these tomatoes. So I'm just gonna do that. Listen, you're not the only one who doesn't like the egg whites. I really, like, to be honest, I don't really like eggs in general. I think, like, I initially enjoyed them, and then, like, you ever just get an egg that just tastes too much like an egg? You're like, ooh. Like, ew, disgusting. That's what happened to me, and I was like, yeah. I don't really think I'm an egg person. See, it's the roughness that adds on to this. Like, I need some more black right there. We need cheap black. A lot of this blue, like the background that I initially started off with, is in the actual background, but like, we'll keep some of it. We'll keep some of it. Okay, maybe I can mix that blue. The egg yolk, I have mixed feelings about it. I think it's good on certain things. I think it's just a phase that I went through. I was like, this tastes too much like an egg, and I was like, wow. But I think eventually I'll start liking the egg again. I might just have to go get the baby and let her just like roam around and cause chaos in the background. Cause like, I really want to get this done. Okay, so it's not too, we need some red. Ooh, we'll use this color. Really? They're a nightmare to peel? I never thought of that. Okay, I need some immediate orange in here, so please mix it orange. He said a nightmare to peel. I need a little bit more time. I want more time. Oh, I want more time with this piece. I'm like really enjoying it. Like we still have to make it look like the tomatoes. So it seems like you're enjoying this live so far, which is awesome. And if you have any tips on like what I can do to just get better at this, you know? I wish I could. I was trying to figure out how I could record myself and the live at the same time so that people could see like the actual artist, but I couldn't figure that out, or at least not yet. And then what else was I trying to figure out? I was trying to figure out I think eventually, because like I said, this is day 2. The more I keep showing up, like the more YouTube is gonna be like, oh, okay, she's showing up. Let's show her live some more to people. So I'm not worried about that part, like at all. I don't know if you can really hear the music, but I really want the music to be a vibe, you know? Doesn't it look cool? Oh, it's gonna be so cool when I go back in and like all I'm missing right now is just more layers, but I don't have that much time to do all the layers. Yum yum yum. We have some cereal. Dabble, 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 dabble. Wow, you're a digital artist? Again, another thing that I'm like, how do you do it? I think that is like one of the coolest mediums ever. I hope to get to that level, really. All right, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Surprisingly, I only use like 1 paintbrush for this piece. Usually I have like 3 paintbrushes on standby. I've been really enjoying painting food. Dad. Hey, Dad. Macrae? Macrae? You said the only way I could do that was if... ... Let's hear the rest. Look at the highlights. Like once you add the highlights on there, like it really does make a difference to the whole painting. That's what it was missing. I need some more red. No, we're gonna be a little bit more loose with this. Doesn't that make a difference when you're just like, all right, put it on there? That's so cool. Somehow I'm able to make with your phone and just your finger, your phone. See, I have to go check out some of your work. Seriously. Oh, you said you post some on your YouTube. All right, there's something that I can do to make this look so much better. What is it? I need some more of... It looks so cool. Like, I really do like it. I still just think I just need to keep going. I don't want to stop. Once you like start, you're just like, man. Okay, so you post your stuff everywhere that I'm not. Unfortunately, I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on Discord. I never understood how to use Discord. Shamefully. Oh. I don't know. Look at what the white highlight does to it. Yeah, it does look juicy. I'm not really even a tomato person, but I'd eat this tomato. All right, there's some green in here, and then we have to go over this egg. I'm gonna give myself at least 15 more minutes. Seriously, thanks for being in this live. You really did, like, make it way much more enjoyable. Hopefully I'll see you next week. No, I feel like that's a little far away. But I'll be so busy this weekend. On top of art, I do photography. And so I've just been going out into the community to different events and taking people's photos. So that's what I'm doing like all weekend. I like don't have any time for artwork, but that makes me even more excited to come back next week and be ready. I'm gonna finish this challenge. I am gonna finish it this time. I'm not gonna give up. I love this. I love coming online. And then I can like just post the video right after. Who cares? Who cares who watched it after? You know? Like the people who were in the live, they were supposed to be in the live. We did what we needed to do. And I just heard that going live will hopefully increase your watch hours because obviously people are watching. And that's what we want. Ah, I love it. I love it. We're gonna go back. Hey, Stefan, you were here yesterday. I swear. You keep coming in late when I'm like wrapping up. What's up? I said I'm gonna give it at least like 15 more minutes. Really pushing it, but I just have to get this done. Like I'm not gonna be content if my egg is not completed. You gotta put on your notifications. I know you were late. I feel it. Hey, you still showed up, and that's all that matters. So this egg has different. You know what? Let me, before I put this whole blank, before I put all that white on there, it has like some circles in it. So let me. Two. I plan on showing up all next week. So I only go live. My live days are going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So you'll be seeing me. Yo, I don't get the circles. I don't really get the circles. I don't know about this. I don't know. I get an egg probably has these, but like I covered up the circles and then I'm like guessing where these circles are. I don't know if I'm really liking that. What color even is it? Oh, it has some green. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Seriously. Hey, you still made it here? That's so special. Like, you didn't have to come in here. Like, you know, you did, so. Since you guys are in here, how about you give me a suggestion? I know you said a swimming pool. That is still on the list. I think to the next time I'll be here, it would be like maybe like a body part. I have already done an eye. See, I'm not knowing if I'm liking these. I don't know if I'm liking these. It's not really giving egg, but they're in there, so. You know, one thing I'm not good at is bubbles, and they kind of remind me of bubbles. But you know what? It's on there. We'll go over it like this. Peaceful. That's the vibe. You know, I'm gonna be a little messy with this. It's kind of giving, it's kind of not doing what I wanted to do. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, we love questions over here. Axe away. The egg is giving like it can be brighter. How long did it take me to draw like that? Well, I've been creating for 12 years now. So it's been a while. It's been a while. And it really is about practice and experimentation. And sometimes you got to just figure out what it is that you enjoy to create. You know, it may not be painting, maybe it may be digital art, maybe it could be anything if you think about it. So you just got to figure out what's your jam, and you won't figure it out unless you like start somewhere. So maybe it is starting with painting, maybe it's starting with drawing, maybe it's reading a book before we even like get into the paints. But I highly advise anybody to at least notice the things that bring interest to you. What are you interested in? And then you could be like, okay, hey, I might try that for myself. But that's what I would advise anybody who hasn't like created before to start. You gotta just start somewhere, you know? And then give yourself permission to be a student. Like, give yourself permission to make mistakes. Give yourself permission to explore. Give yourself permission to just learn again. Because, like, learning is, like, the best thing that you can ever do to yourself. Like, never stop learning. Never stop growing. Never stop wanting to be better at whatever it is that you want to do. And, you just have to have a hobby. Like, that's the problem nowadays. We don't be having hobbies. Like, make it a hobby. Make it just something that you do for fun. You know? You don't have to have no expectation to it. Like, should I connect this? This is, like, bothering me. The background really has, like, the color that I initially started off with, which is cool. But, like, I kind of just want to cover up all the white. Should I cover up all the white? What do you guys think? Should I just cover up all the white or leave the white? Do we like the white? It's like, what is it? If I could get this color down here, I could try. You choose. Oh, goodness. No, you choose. Somebody else choose. I don't know if I can mix that color with the freaking blue that I have right here. There's just no way. I mean, I can try. Let's try. So, like, that's, like, another thing. I'm going to be so honest. Although I've been creating for 12 years, guess what? I still don't understand how to mix color. Like, I still don't understand. I never tried to learn. So, like, that's not really an excuse. But, like, that's the reason. But I'm going to play around. So, like, we have this color. What color is it more? It's, is it light or dark? It's darker. It's darker. So what can I do to make it darker? So, like, literally, that's what I try to do. I try to be like, oh, is this light, dark? Okay, we could try to add this color in there. Is it light, dark? We can try to add this color in there. And it's just like a back and forth about like that conversation. Oh, I should be, let me show you guys. Like, I'm literally like, okay, I think it's this color. Hey, thanks for coming in. I'm about to wrap up myself, so. Is it that color? Let's see. That color looks a little bit more darker, so I'm gonna add just a little bit of black. Is it this color? No! No! but it can be the color. Look at what happens. I'm just gonna add it in here. It's a little bit lighter. Hey, that's not too bad. Look at that. You see that, guys? I think that's like the funnest part, is trying to match the color, because I really don't know how to mix color. I'm just like winging this. Okay, you know, we could make the egg a little bit more whiter. Is my friend still in here? Where did you go, friend? Ooh, we're gonna add a little bit of highlight to the egg. Okay, I'm gonna mispronounce your name again. So sorry, is it Shinshai? What was it again? I don't know why I'm like trying to abbreviate it. Actually, it should be a lot more wider than that. Anything else I can do to make this a lot better? Shin. Thank you. Okay, I personally feel super content with this. Look at, we even mixed this color down here, which that was awesome. That was a success. It's a little bit lighter at the top, but I just add a little bit of white in here. All right, if you're in my live next time, just always tell me how to pronounce it, and then forgive me, but we'll get it. Look at that. That's the initial color of the Pantone, and that is the color we mixed up. You know what? Actually, before I end it, I'm going to put that color up here. Wow, we freaking did that. Oop, it's a little too wet. That is the exact color. That's awesome. We did it. We did it. I can end it there. Although, does it look exactly like the reference? No. Am I missing some seeds? Yes. Let me see if I can add some more seeds. See, like I said, once it's over, you see this? Dried up, gone. Let me see if I can get some yellow out of this. All right, we can get some. Isn't it awesome? I freaking love it. I've been really enjoying painting the food. So I initially wasn't gonna post shorts on my channel, but at this point, I'm gonna go all in on YouTube, guys. I'm gonna go all in. I'm gonna grow this channel like no other. You guys are gonna be the first to witness it. Because I've posted here and there, but I've never just said, you know what? I'm gonna go all in over here. I think I am. I think I really, really can do it. I know I can do it. Like I said, I've grown my TikTok account. I've grown an Instagram account. The last thing that I have yet to do is YouTube. And I just know like the message that I want to say and to give to people, the things that I want to do on this channel, it's going to be a game changer. And if we can come on here and paint something like this on live, imagine what we can do. Oh, I just got another deja vu. That's amazing. I just got a deja vu. Wow. I'm supposed to be here. That felt so good. Okay, hold on. Let me fix this because like that's kind of bothering me a little bit. Did the paint dry? The paint dried. That's not the best. That's fine. We did it. We did it. All right. We have tomato and egg. That is awesome. Look at the details. We started this off great. We did that, guys. Seriously, thank you too for the conversation. I really did appreciate it. I'm eating egg right now. I feel it. Shin, seriously, you were in here the whole time. Props to you. You didn't even leave. Not even 1 second. That's crazy. Stefan, you came in, asked a question. You remembered to come. That's crazy. I just feel so grateful. I really do. Thanks, guys. Look at that. Make it a little bit more eggy. I'm so happy with this piece. I feel like it needs to be a little bit white right there. A little bit more white. Okay, let me just admire that. And I'm gonna write you guys' names so like when you guys come in here, I'm be like, yeah. Doom, 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 doom. Plus, I need to look up you guys' channels. Do you guys post? I know Shin does. Okay. All right, I got you guys' names written down. So now when you guys come in, I'm like, what's up? What's up? All right. Cool. So you guys can find me on live, like I said, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I think I'm gonna try to come in a little bit earlier than 1 o'clock. I'm gonna change the time to probably like 12:30, so that gives me some time to really create. It gives people time to come in so I don't feel rushed. And hopefully I can have the sketch. So this one I like pre-sketched it out just so I can have like the proportions on there. I think I'm gonna continue to keep doing that because that's just gonna like make my life a lot easier and make sure that I can like fulfill what I really want to do here. Out of all the paint that I used, we did good. I didn't use too much black. I didn't waste much, which is awesome. Let's see. Let's see if I can peel this one. Oh yeah, that's a nice peel. Dang, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since you posted. I get it. we just have to, seriously, we gotta take this platform more seriously. That's what I'm been telling myself. Because I've been seeing so many people be like, this is how much I made on YouTube. This is how much I made on YouTube. I'm like, oh, I want that to be me. So I'm saying that will be me. Not I want it to be, that will be me. No matter how long it takes. Instead of peeling this, I quickly want to show you guys all the ones I painted thus far. All right, so this is where we started. And I'm just gonna rapid fire go through them. We have an eagle, and if you wanna watch any of these or see me painting any of these, they're posted on my channel. We started this challenge back in, look at that, 2025. And we're still trying to get 30 pieces. So in comparison, here's my first food one. It's a lime. And then look at us. So cool, especially since I haven't painted since April. Like, wow. It's so cool. Like I said, this is my specialty. I love to paint humans. That's my thing, that's my jam. But this challenge is all about doing things that I typically would not do. So. I have an animal. Look at that light. Isn't that so cool? My favorite part is like when I come back and see what I painted. So I'll leave this here, wait for it to fully dry, although it's like dried. When I come back to it, I'm gonna be like, wow, we did that. Well, all right, thank you guys so much for being in the live. You'll see me here next Tuesday. I don't know if you have to put a notification bell on or if you're just gonna remember. I'm gonna hope to come at 12:30 Mountain Standard Time. And then hopefully we have a lot more time to just create and not feel rushed. So this is the one that we painted today and it looks amazing. We have tomato and egg, the perfect balanced breakfast. All we're missing is an avocado toast. So thank you guys so much for joining my live, and I hope you guys enjoy your weekend, and I hope to see you next week. All right. Okay. Oh, dang, you're at school at that time? I'm so sorry. I can consider doing it a little bit later so then I really don't feel rushed. We'll work out the technicalities. This is typically the time where I have available because like I said, my baby sleeps during this time. But if we do it a little bit later, like, I'll consider it. Maybe I'll get even more people because everybody's at work or at school around this time. So yeah. Oh, we love the love. Thanks for the love. Okay, we'll consider it. I'll consider it. We'll see. But okay, let me show you one more time the details. So cool. All right, thanks for joining. Bye.